So now we're going to pick up the pace and work on 16th notes. There are 4 16th notes to every quarter note, just like there are 2 8th notes to every quarter note. So for example, if your quarter note is this, then your 8th notes would be this. And your 16th notes would be twice as fast, like this. Okay, when you're playing a lot of 16th notes in a row, you want to give just the first one, where the beat happens, maybe a little bit of an extra little, just a little oomph. So that way it's easier for your listener and for yourself to keep track of where the beat is, because sometimes if you play too many in a row, it can get a little confusing. So let's just do just a couple of exercises. We're going to start first with 4 16th notes and followed by 2 8th notes, and just repeat that a couple of times. So on your A string, 1, 2. You can also do that on the D string, or any string really, but right now we're going to just stay on the A string. Okay, so now we're going to switch that rhythm, do 2 8ths and 4 16ths. 1, 2. I want you to notice again that when I play the 16th notes, I'm using half the amount of bow that I use for the 8th notes, just like we did earlier on. That way you're not doing this. You see that you don't have as nice and clear as a sound if you use too much bow on a really fast note. Let's do all 16th notes and see if we can kind of get into the groove. 1, 2. Okay, so I hope you could really tell where the beat was. And when you practice this on your own, that's kind of what you want to strive for, just making sure that you always know where the first of the 4 16th notes are. And sometimes, like I said, I give it just a little bit of a oomph, but not a big accent or anything. We just want the sound to be basically the same. So now let's try this on a D major scale, and what we're going to do is 4 16ths, 2 8ths on every note. Okay? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. How was that? Let's come on down. Start on your top D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Okay, now we can play moving our left hand a little bit faster. So this time I'm going to change notes every second 16th, every third 16th. So basically I'm changing on the 8th note. So let's try this together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now sometimes it's hard to coordinate your left and your right hand to make sure that you're able to put down your finger as you change the bow. So when I have a little trouble doing this, I just make it a little bit slower so I can be really sure that I'm exactly putting my fingers down when I need to. Let's try it just a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's great. Okay, so sometimes we have to play really fast and we have to change notes on every single bow stroke. So it would sound like this. And you too can do this. You just need to practice it a little bit slower. Let's try that one more time. And again, this is where I put a little bit of an emphasis on the beat. So that kind of helps keep me kind of knowing where I am when I'm playing the scale. So I'll think, if I were to play this slower, I might do this. And that way, I kind of can keep track of where everything is. Then I can go a little bit faster, and it's a little bit easier because I'm thinking about the larger beats. So, and then you can play it with a slurred bow like we learned in the last lesson. Or you can do 8. Or even more. Something like that. Anyway, that's how you pick up the pace, but make sure that you have your 2 hands coordinated, otherwise it doesn't sound great. But work on that. That's picking up the pace.